Let me turn this fan off so I can get a better quality recording. Well, I guess that's about it. In the duration of these 99 songs that you had just heard, I played a car horn, truck and car engine, brake drum, pan flute, a guitar I found in the trash, a Yamaha acoustic guitar furnished by Chris Boland, who plays the lawnmower, snare drum, tom-tom, floor tom, spoons, ratchet, lyrics, skits, and vocals, marching bells, harmonica, Jew's harp, Morton salt shaker, finger snaps, foot taps, and stomps, and hamburger sizzles. They use hamburger to portray bacon sizzle, slide guitar, soda can slide guitar, which is I just play the slide guitar with an empty soda can, cymbal, lip whistle, toilet, electric fans, and telephone tones. I had some help from my 12-year-old son Dylan on some backup vocals, skits, and train sounds. He also plays guitar with me on one song, which would be his first ever song he recorded on the guitar. My wife Tracy helped out a little bit. She didn't realize I was recording when she called me in for that Sunday dinner, pork roast and green bean casserole. I had some help from my dog Shiloh. Shiloh, the old bossy stinky beagle. He's about 11 or 12 years old. I even had help from some neighborhood kids playing Army Man in the little patch of woods down the street in front of me. In some of my skits, I was smoking a cigar. Now, that was not fake. I really was enjoying the cigar that I had bought personally in Honduras. The man that I bought it from, he was a local of Roatan Island. On Tabiana Beach, he was selling Cuban cigars, ones that his wife rolled earlier that morning. I told him I wanted the ones that were local and hand-rolled by his wife. I must say, they were the best cigars I've ever had in my life. He gave me what I call a pretty good deal on those cigars. It was an excursion of a lifetime. The day before, my son and I, we went to Belize, from the coast of Belize City to 1 mile away from the border of Guatemala. We climbed to the top of Sanantuich Mayan ruins. Fear of heights went straight out the door when my son climbed and conquered to the top of the ruins. It was in a sense a spiritual and or one with nature type of event. But anyway, when I got back to the States, here at the decrepit 420 Vane, my extremely humble home in Florida, I felt inspired and compelled to record this project of what I call techno. I took a family vote and all agreed I should call it techno, because the irony of that none of it is in the style of music that people call techno. In fact, it's the direct opposite. And the way it is spelled is T-E-C-H question mark N-O exclamation point. It answers a question. Is it techno? Is it tech? And the answer is no. It is not techno. So there are no lies here. But some of the lyric content is fabricated, and some are not. Some, a little of both. Some of the music and lyrics were written before recording, and some was improvised. A few I recorded outside, some in the garage, and some in the house. One on the back porch. I recorded it on my handheld mobile recorder just a few days before April, and all the way up to April 9th, 2012. The guitar I'm playing right now is the Yamaha guitar, furnished by Chris Bowen, who played the lawnmower. This Yamaha acoustic guitar only has 5 strings. Due to my careless finger picking and playing, I broke a string some weeks back. The guitar I found in the trash also had 5 strings. I found it that way. Both actually have the same missing strings on each guitar. A Jew's harp, it's bent somehow. I probably did it in a drunken blackout when I used to drink. You could hear it smacking my teeth in the song. The pan flute we bought in Cozumel, Mexico for Dylan, I'm not even really sure if it's properly tuned, but I play it anyway. If you ever want to emulate the Morton salt shaker like I had it, it must be a 26-ounce Morton salt container, and half the way full or half the way empty. Either or should work. The marching bells I bought at a local flea market for $12.50 years and years ago. I had to use a stick from my yard for a mallet. I didn't have any bacon for that one song, so I used that night's dinner of hamburgers in a frying pan for the sizzle sound. Yep. And my dog, he was on rat's trail in my garage. I've seen that rat 3 times or so. She's a fat, lazy one. I could practically just catch her with my bare hands. Never seen such a slow rat and all. I almost want to just keep her as a pet. Now my dog Shiloh, he's ornery as hell but extremely loyal. I can't sneak away and come back without hearing his howling complaints. But he is the king of the corner. Every man and dog in this neighborhood, they all know Shiloh. He likes to complain to everybody who walks by. They know he's the king of the corner. That's for sure. I have a cat that we named Sergeant Pepper. He's lazy like the rat. Oh yeah. 420 Main needs a new roof. Shingles, plywood, some truss repairs. Needs a new heating and air conditioning unit. Its compressor went out. It even needs a drain line that comes from the inside return handler. Return. Half the electricity mostly goes out in the evening. Have to run extension cords and power strips to my television and stereo. Then on into Dylan's room, and then out to Eric's room, my other boy. And my daughter, bless her heart, she was on top of the counters, dusting the cabinet tops in the kitchen, and stepped and cracked the glass top stove. Only 2 burners work. That ain't easy to deal with when you're trying to cook for a family of 5. In my microwave, it burnt out last year. The insulation in this house is shot, and every door leaks heat or cool air depending on the season. The leaking roof has ruined a lot of the ceiling pieces. Water stains everywhere. Seems like every time it rains there's a new leak that appears. There's a bedroom where the roof had leaked and the corner of the ceiling fell in. Well, we're looking up at this lousy old insulation in the attic from in the bedroom. Some of the tile in the bathroom had fallen, you know. Tile all through the house, somewhere. In each room there's a little bit of grout that was never completed. That is my fault, that's for sure. And the garage door has dents or 2, you know. Probably about 3 dents, but 2 good ones. All the wall sockets are loose through the whole damn house. And the cold water tank, or actually the cold water in the bathroom sink, doesn't work. And the hot water for the wash machine is absent. And the hot water tank doesn't really work all that well. And the dishwasher, broken. The septic system is shot. Can't take a shower without the toilet bubbling. Can't flush the toilet 3 times in a row, barely even twice, or flush it even once after or during a shower. Only 1 bedroom door works properly. The driveway is cracked. I had beautiful grass at one time. I nursed back and brought in some, you know, transplanted some. But the transformer out in the front yard, to live on a corner lot, had exploded. The transformer on the telephone pole had exploded hot oil, and it actually caught all my green grass on fire. Not a single weed was touched, but every bit of my 4 pallets of bitter blue sod burned up right up to my front door. Luckily, my neighbor Lewis had put out the fire with my hose. My lawn is nothing but weeds and sand right now. That's the way it can stay as far as I'm concerned. This Florida sun scorched every lawn in the neighborhood. Everything is brown. And my windows, the shades, they're all crooked. Some of the glass in my windows is cracked from hurricane debris. There's holes in the sheetrock. Probably a hole in every room. And in the hallway, of course, nobody knows how that hole got there. That's just like all the bicycles stolen from my property. The The last one was Dylan's $300 bike, missing from my garage. Yeah, one time they broke into my car and stole my stereo face, rendering it useless. Bastards. You don't mess with a man's stereo. Yeah, they took some CDs, David Allan Coe with Pantera, and Neil Young's Living with War, Red Hot Chili Peppers Stadium Arcadium, and an original album I did, a copy of. I did this album back in 2001. It's called Stay Home. It has Dylan as just a little guy holding a horn, a trumpet that I borrowed from Chris, and Dylan's wearing his little tiny leather jacket. Yeah, they stole that. Another time they stole my boat out of my backyard, and then 1 month passed by, and all of a sudden it appears in the pound out back. Other things were stolen, like fishing poles, radio, cooler, tow chains, and shovels. The biggest of all, a gator skeleton. That gator, I had found it in a local lake. A local fisherman said, "Get it out of here. It's been stinking up the dock for a week." This gator was a 12-footer. It just so happens that on the way out there, on the side of the road, there was just 30-foot tarps. I just grabbed it. Figured I can help stop the leaks in my roof back at home. But this tarp, you see, became a perfect tool for what I needed to do, which is what I did. I heaved this rotting, stinking gator up into the back of my truck. I did that, and a slimy gator paw comes out the tarp and hits my leg. My dog Shiloh wouldn't even look at me when I ask him in the truck what he thinks of my find. He looks as if I was nastier than him, rooting through the garbage on the side of my house all the time. Well, I got the gator home. The second day, the buzzards flew down and looked at it for a minute and flew off. Not even the damn vultures would eat it. So it sat there for 54 weeks. It was about ready. It was ready to go. I was going to number each bone in order, bleach it, and display it. Then my son let me know that the gator was gone. Come to find out, a neighborhood boy stole it from under my capsized boat. You know, the boat that was returned, stolen and returned. It was under my boat in my backyard. And my neighbor out back, through the lot in back of me, confiscated it from the little boy. He kept the gator, claiming to neighbor kids that I poached it. He says he found a bullet in the skull, whether he did or not, I don't know. And that if I wanted to get it back, I would have to produce proper license papers. And he said, and I know that's not going to happen. Just let him keep it, because no kidding. The guy got into a wreck years ago, and I really think he has brain damage. I have pity for him, because his boy was born with some kind of mental or learning disability problem. And I swear, honestly, it's more than likely from the drug use of his parents. Prenatal. And not to bash anybody. I'm just being honest and exposing the truth. Then there's that Tourette syndrome bipolar girl next door to him. She called the police saying that in my yard there was yelling, then gunfire, and then the yelling and screaming stopped. Then a speeding car left my property. We weren't even home. We were picking up pizza down the road. When we got home, 12 cops took me, my wife, and my son, who was at the time 11, at gunpoint and raided our house without warrants. Honest, not one bit of lie. And I don't even own a gun. But that's my wonderful life in this town. Yeah, I've had plenty of blues, but that's only a small portion of the events that had led up to this very moment. This very moment of me playing and recording this song right now. So I wouldn't change a thing. Like when I was 16, I'm now 38. But at the time I was 16, working for a lawn service, the driver ended up getting a bar fling pregnant. She drove by us on the road and shot a .22 rifle bullet. It whizzed right by his nose, ricocheted off the inside of the door frame, and came down and hit me in my right hand. That's right, I was in a drive-by shooting. Well, that never worked out in my favor. Just like anything else. But at least I am the master of the music that I write. So I give you this heart full of music, and I really hope you enjoy these 99 songs that I've done. If you're techno, good day, honestly, or good night, seriously, or good morning, or whatever it is, or whatever it may be. Sincerely, thanks for listening.